Hi everyone, welcome to the Logic Lab. In the last videos, we discussed why do we need programming and then what is a program. In today's video, we will learn how do we do this programming actually. I'll be explaining this concept by using two scenarios, okay? So, in scenario 1, what if I ask you to solve 20 problems in a single day, which is a bit difficult task, right? Let's just make it simple. If I ask you to solve 5 problems per each day, this task will be very easy for you. So now, by this scenario 1, we know that when we divide a particular task into subtasks, it will become very easy, right? So this is scenario 1. Let's just keep it aside. Now, let's move on to scenario 2. I'll explain how do we do this programming using very basic examples. Okay. Now, before that, let me just ask you, what is your favorite dish? Okay. I assume, say, for example, your favorite dish is potato fry. So, you asked your mother to make a delicious potato fry. Okay. As a very good organizer, what does she do first? So, first, as step one, she'll be getting ready with all ingredients, right? So, as a very basic step, first she'll be getting ready with all ingredients, and then she'll start cooking. Okay, she'll put some kadai. Okay, and then she'll put some oil. She'll put potatoes in that. She'll add all the masalas. And then here is the final output, which is a delicious potato fry, right? It's a very basic example. See, starting from a very small task to a very big project, we will also follow different steps like this. Okay? I'll simply compare our basic steps of writing a program with this example. Okay, now let's take an example of simple thing adding two numbers, say 2 comma 3, which is nothing but ingredients in our case. Okay, but in terms of computers or in terms of programming, we call it as input. Okay, input is just a raw data which is given to the computer. So this is our first step. Ingredients are also the raw vegetables which we can't eat directly. Okay, raw is something which is not having any meaning, right? So this 2 and 3 are just individual numbers. Okay, as we didn't perform any task here till now, these are just raw materials which doesn't have any meaning, just two individual numbers. Now, next one is cooking. So, in the second step, what do we do? Cooking, right? So, this is nothing but actual, we call this cooking as actual process, okay, in our programming. And what is the actual process that we do? We will be simply adding two numbers, so 2 plus 3, right? Now, the last step is outcome, which is a delicious potato fry, right? Now, we call this last step in terms of programming as output. Okay, we call this last step as output, which is 5 in our case. Okay, so any program starting from a single program to a very big project, we do follow these steps. First, we will give input and then processing. Input is nothing but the raw data given to the computer, which doesn't have any meaning. Process is nothing but doing some operations on this particular provided data. And the output is nothing but the result that we are expecting. Okay. So this is not the case for just simple addition of two numbers. For any task, for any problem, or any very big project, we do to follow the same steps. Okay. Now we are learning to do programming using these two basic scenarios. Okay. First, we have a task of adding two numbers. Okay, basing on scenario one, we are dividing first the task into an organized manner: input, process, and then output. Okay, we are just breaking the task into different steps to make it very easy. Okay, and basing on scenario 2, we are following a proper order. Okay. First, we are providing the input, processing that input, and we are getting output. Okay. So, this is how we do programming. This is how we follow uh, the steps to be implemented. Okay. I hope you understood the concept. In the next video, we'll see the types of softwares which we forgot. In the last video, I explained about software. We didn't see the types of software. In the next video, I'll make it. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching.